Hello, my name is Andrea Hernandez, and today I'm going to be talking to you about a problem that our children are facing nowadays. It's a problem of wearing uniforms in schools. I want everyone to be actively involved to fight against this. A quote by Alexander McQueen that fits this is that fashion is a form of escapism and not a form of imprisonment. Uniforms in school is a problem because it teaches our children to judge the outward appearance of people, and it takes away their creativity so they're not unique. I chose this topic because this is something I don't want my kids to have to do. I want my kids to be unique and special. My main points are the cost of uniforms, what types of uniforms are worn around the world, and it takes away the kids' creativity. Uniforms are in a lot of schools around the world nowadays, specifically private and Catholic schools. However, they are making their way into public schools. In an article in creditdonkey.com, it shows that there are currently 27,000 public schools that enforce the uniform and 14,000 private schools. Do these schools look at the cost for families? I don't think so. According to the Education Cost Helper, a general uniform can be $25 to $200. And a classroom uniform is about $156 for the girls and $140 for boys because they require more stuff for the girls than the boys. A specific uniform can cost anywhere from $100 to $500 per outfit. Uniforms with school crest or logo on them cost even more. For example, in the Detroit Country Day School, a uniform is between $200 to $500, depending on if it has the school logo or not on it. This was also in an article in the Education Cost Helper. I guess that they really do think that money grows on trees. Since I have enlightened you about the cost of uniforms, now we'll discuss what types of uniforms are worn around the world. Most of the uniforms in schools consist of slacks, button-up shirts and ties for boys, and skirts or dresses with button-up shirts and ties for girls. Now this to me is a little sexist. What message are we sending to these young girls? Is it dress for success? Or is it that if you wear these skirts and dresses, more boys will like you? According to an article in Wikipedia, in Australia, the boys wear button-up shirts with shorts or trousers that are in the school colors, and the girls wear checkered or striped dresses with a shirt underneath, or they wear a skirt and a button-up shirt with a tie. In South Africa, boys wear gray khakis, brown shoes, button-up shirt and a tie, and the girls wear skirts, long-sleeve shirts, and ties. In Ireland, they have their kids wearing trousers, blazers, and ties for the boys, and a skirt or a jumper with a tie for the girls. At the Palmer Elementary School in Houston, Texas, the children wear red, white, and blue polo shirts with the school logo on them. They wear khakis and a belt. According to an article in the Boston Globe, the Huntington School in Brockton children wear blue khakis and white shirts. And finally, in the U.S., the girls have a little more freedom here. They get to wear pants or shorts as well. They can wear skirts and dresses, but they have that option. These schools require a polo shirt of one solid color, so they could wear a blue, black, orange, green, red, gray, whatever polo shirt they want, as long as it's a polo shirt and it's button up. And it has the school logo on some of them don't. And then the boys wear black or blue, navy, khakis, and the girls wear chino pants, skirts, or shorts. We have discussed the expense of uniforms and what types of uniforms are worn around the world. So now let's discuss why it takes away the children's creativity. All children are different. They like different music, different books, different TV shows, different colors, different shoes, different shirts. And these schools making them wear uniforms is taking that away from them. In an article in LifeScript, some advocates for children wearing these uniforms said that this is a negative aspect of uniforms, stifling a world of creativity and diversity in culture. We should be celebrating these. Having uniforms in school is like having an army of robots. They must obey. Requiring uniforms is also teaching our kids to be as one and not to think outside the box. They're telling them, we want you all to be the same. They might as well tell them to wear a paper bag. They think that if everyone looks the same, that the kids will focus better. But we all know every child, every person, in fact, they have different body types. So children can still get picked on by having a shirt that's too short, or their stomach is a little too big, or the shirt fits them wrong, the pants are too long or too short. So therefore, they'd have low self-esteem and they'd still not be able to focus in school. Along with the types of material that are used on these uniforms, some could make you itchy, so you're sitting here scratching all day instead of focusing on what you should be doing in class. Other kids from different schools can still make fun of the kids in the uniform because they're out here wearing whatever they want. These people come out in uniforms, so they're different. So they're judging them by what they're wearing. I wanted to get the opinion of some of our local school administrators. So I talked with the principal at Alta Vista Charter School, Talara Cohen. And she is actually for uniforms in school. However, she did say, and I quote, let them be creative. Therefore, she does believe and agree that it does take away the children's creativity to be and the right to be artistic. Are we sending these kids to jobs or to get an education? I know that some of the places that I've worked before, including our local grocery store, I didn't have to wear a uniform. So why should our children? I don't think it's fair. People might say that uniforms in schools will help low-income families because they're not able to buy the high-dollar, brand-new popular clothes and stuff. But as I've said before, the cost of uniforms can be $25 to $500. That's almost the same price, if not more, than these name brand clothing are. So how does that help the low-income families? It says that people might argue that it helps stop gang violence. But in fact, there's no scientific evidence proving that uniforms have anything to do with violence. In an article in Education Week, they say, we have very little empirical data on the cause and effect relationship between uniforms and violence. I have already told you that they don't help children focus, but better either. However, I will tell you that depending on, the style, the uniform material, everything, it can definitely make our kids not focus. Now that I've told you how expensive they are, what types are worn around the world, and how they take away the children's creativity, I want you to fight against uniforms in school. Talk to your local school boards. Talk to the city council. Write a letter to the local newspaper, or even write a letter to your senator. If you want more information on uniforms in school, you can research it on the internet, or you can talk to your local schools. I want to thank all of my audience for the wonderful support. Thank you to all my peers for their wonderful feedback and encouragement, and a special thanks to my professor, Mindy Gibson, for all that she has taught me during this course, and for her wonderful feedback, and for encouraging me and believing in me and pushing me to do better. So thank you all. Now, does anyone have any questions or concerns?
Yeah. What kind of uniforms are there?
Good question. What kind of uniforms are there? There are many types of uniforms. And it's like, according to an article in Wikipedia, Australia wears button-up shirts, trousers, shorts, and a tie, and the girls wear checker striped dresses. And other schools in the U.S., they want you to wear a solid color shirt that's polo button-up with khakis or shorts. Any other questions? Yes.
How much do they cost?
Good question. How much do uniforms cost? Well, according to education.com cost helper, a uniform can cost anywhere from $25 to $200. And the specific uniforms with Schoolcrest logos can cost $200 to $500 on them. Pretty expensive, huh? Yes?
Do you believe that uniforms help stop violence?
Do I believe if uniforms help stop violence? I, in fact, do not believe that. Because, like I said, it doesn't matter what color the uniform is. They have no scientific evidence showing that it has any relationship to the violence. Is like there's gangs that wear blue. There's gangs that wear red. Well, what if the uniform's blue or red? How is that gonna change anything? I don't believe it does. Any other questions or concerns? I have some brochures here that I want to pass out that will help you learn more about uniforms in school and the types of uniforms and the costs. So, I am Andrea Hernandez, and I want to thank you all again. Have a great day.